What's up guys, it's Ash, and guess what? It's a new month, meaning new tier list update. Guys, I got you covered on what the best brawlers in the game right now are, what the worst brawlers are. We're going to be ranking them all, giving them a 1 star for the worst, we got 2 stars for they're okay, 3 star for the balanced good brawlers, 4 star for the more meta defining, and then of course the 5 star brawlers, the brawlers that run the meta. We're going to go through all of them in this video, so let's do it. But first, I'd like to give a huge shout out to Google Play and OnePlus for sponsoring today's video and for sending me one of these OnePlus 10T phones. This is an amazing phone, guys. Sleek design. Honestly, it's the best phone I've ever played mobile games on. It's got a HyperBoost gaming engine that makes gameplay smoother, more stable. It's got 120 Hz refresh rate. It's got improved graphics rendering for better power consumption as well. Guys, I've played this. With this phone, I played in the $50,000 Brawl Open by OnePlus and Google Play. Did super well against the best players in North America. Guys, that was a pretty intense and sweaty tournament, but I didn't sweat. This phone, guys, has a 3D cooling system that prevents overheating. It's also got a 360-degree antenna system for very stable Wi-Fi connection. I didn't have any issues in that tournament. Also, guys, don't forget to enter the giveaway. The link's in the description below. You can actually win one of these OnePlus 10Ts or even a $100 Google Play gift card. Thank you so much to Google Play and OnePlus again for this phone and also for the tournament. It was a blast. I had so much fun. Alright, let's start off with the worst brawlers in the game, the 1-star brawlers. We got Mortis, Dynamite, Shelly, Edgar, Jesse, El Primo, and Mr. P. Not much has changed for the bottom tier. We got Mr. P falling down. Main reason that all of these brawlers are 1-stars is because they're almost never ever used in competitive. In fact, in the Brawl Stars World Championships, if you guys watch, none of these brawlers were ever used. Now, it doesn't mean they're bad brawlers. Some of these brawlers can be very strong, such as Mortis in the right hands, high skill cap, a very strong last pick as well. But the main reason you just don't see competitive players playing Mortis is because there are often safer options. Even though Mortis can be very strong, he can also be very risky. Same thing with Dynamite. He's a high risk, high reward brawler. So a lot of these brawlers on the right hands can be strong, but they're just safer, better options, and that's why we have them in the 1-star. Okay, now let's head over to the 2-star brawlers. We got Sandy, Rosa, Bull, Tara, Colt, Frank, and Byron. Byron's gonna drop. Byron's been dropping pretty much every month ever since his major nerfs. He's fallen to 2 stars. Another brawler you almost never see. In fact, a lot of these brawlers in the Brawl Stars World Championships, other than maybe you saw Bull once, maybe you saw Colt once, other than that, you never see these brawlers using competitive either. High risk, high reward again, Colt. Very strong brawler actually in certain heist maps, even with the risk. I feel like he has the potential to move up to 3 stars, but again, another high-risk brawler. Bull is a brawler that you'll only see used as aggro in Heist, but he's a very strong brawler in that respect. Sandy is still struggling to move up there ever since his nerfs hasn't been, moving up. Rosa is strong, but Buster is like a much better version of Rosa now. Buster's got more range, more power, piercing damage just like Rosa, faster on load, and more versatility. So that's the problem with a lot of these brawlers in the 2 stars is you just have better options. Tara, ever since her nerf, doesn't deal as much damage anymore. Her pull doesn't have as much effect, and also can also be very high risk. You're not gonna get a triple pull in competitive, and that's why you never see competitive players use Tara these days. Alright, let's move on to the 3-star brawlers. These are the middle of the pack, the most balanced brawlers in the game. We got Spike, 8-Bit, Leon, Grom, BB, Jackie, Nanny, Nita, Pam, Barley, Sam, Meg, Daryl, Rico, and Sprout. Now, a lot of these brawlers are very map dependent, such as Rico. He can be a 5-star in the right map, say like Hard Rock Mine or Pit Stop, Hot Potato, but in other open area maps like Shooting Star, Backyard Brawl, Rico's like a 1-star. So that's what we have in the middle. Sprout, another map dependent, of course. He needs walls to thrive in. And he's also pretty easily countered by a lot of aggro brawlers and tanks. So he's not as dominant. We got Meg moving up thanks to Zeta. If you guys have seen Tempo play Meg, just crazy. Meg is very underrated right now, and that's why we have her at 3 stars, thanks to the success of Zeta using her in the Brawl Stars championships. Daryl's gonna move down just because there are better tank options these days. You got Ash, you got Buster, of course. Not just that, Buzz, ever since his buff has been moving up, you've seen Buzz being used a lot. Tensei and his Buzz in Heist to win the finals against Zeta 1. Pretty crazy stuff. Barley in the 3 star, of course. Barley's got that damage buff. He's stronger now. Spike can be, pretty good brawler, but nothing dominant. In fact, Spike was never used by any Zeta teams. Alright, now we're moving on to the more meta brawlers, the 4-star brawlers. We got Brock, Stu, Squeak, Surge, Ems, Fang, Amber, Buzz, Belle, Lou, Piper, Eve, Tick, Bonnie, Colette, Bo, Lola, and Ash. A lot of these brawlers you'll see in pretty much in any competitive tournament. Brock has been moving up a lot, by the way. He's pretty close to 5 stars. Zeta's been rocking Brock a lot. A lot of these competitive teams have been rocking Brock a lot, and I feel like a big reason for the resurgence of Brock is that reload gear. Even though it's a 15% boost, Brock has been getting a lot of value from it, thanks to his 4 rocket star power as well. Brawlers such as Bonnie, Colette, Bo, and Lola have moved down. Bo and Lola not as strong anymore because of the reload gear nerf. Bonnie, she's good, but now a lot of people are realizing she's not very, she's not as strong anymore. She's very slow brawler, of course, and ever since those nerfs, she's not as potent. She's a safe pick, but she's just not a potent pick. Colette as well. Colette is a very strong brawler, but again, map dependent, comp dependent. She's great against teams that have tanks, but other than that, she's not very versatile. Eve is making a big move up in the meta, guys. Zeta's been rocking Eve a lot. Eve has a pretty high win rate in the World Championships as well. Tick is going to move up mainly because he's the best thrower right now in the game. He just counters every other thrower and just so versatile. One of the best options in knockout as well. So Ash is going to move back up as well, thanks to a lot of these teams in the World Championships rocking Ash, showing the power of what Ash can do. He's one of the, in my opinion, the 2nd strongest tank in the game next to Buster. Alright, now we're going to move on to the 5-star brawlers, the meta-defining brawlers. We got Otis, Max, B, Carl, Janet, Ruffs, Poco, Penny, Griff, Jean, Gus, Crow, Buster, and Gale. Buster, of course, new 5-star brawler. He's one of the best. In my opinion, Buster is still top 3, if not the best brawler right now in the game, even after his nerfs. Crow's gonna move up. And the big reason why Crow moved back up, even after his slowing toxin nerf, is because he's just so good at countering the top tier brawlers such as Max, B, Poco even. He's great at reducing the heal. So, and not just that, tanks such as Buster, right? Buster's making his appearance, and Crow's a pretty good brawler to slow things down against those type of threats. And so you've seen Crow used a ton or banned a lot in the World Championships. And then the other brawlers, these brawlers, guys, Otis was the most banned brawler in the tournament, and one of the most used as well. Max as well. Max was like a Zeta favorite. Every time you saw a Zeta team running Max, it's like 100% win rate. They're just crazy with Max. And then B, one of the best tank counters. You got more tank counters such as Griff, Gale, of course, super hyper counter to tanks, and then super versatile brawlers such as Janet, Penny, Ruffs, all these brawlers that offer great versatility. Jean and Poco, amazing support brawlers. Of course, don't forget about Gus Carl combo in Zeta and Tempo. So there you go. Now you guys know what the meta is. Now with the upcoming update in December, I'm hoping things shift more, hoping more balance changes change up the meta, because as you can see, the meta hasn't really changed too much from last month. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in until next time.